One of the 49 victims shot and killed at Pulse nightclub lived here in Jacksonville, and he and all of the other victims are being remembered at Willow Branch Park in Riverside.
Taylor Levesque is joining us in the newsroom with more tonight. And Taylor, an organization is revitalizing the park in the victims' honor.
Yeah, the AIDS Memorial Project of Northeast Florida is remembering all who lost their lives in that mass shooting by doing a number of revitalization projects at Willow Branch Park. Today, a bench was unveiled to replace one that was stolen from this very spot about 2 years ago, and it's dedicated to a local victim.
7 years ago, Daryl Roman Burt II was killed in the Pulse nightclub shooting. He lived in Jacksonville at the time.
We had to replace the bench.
We were not going to allow his memory to be erased.
And the AIDS Memorial Project of Northeast Florida is not just remembering one life lost. Vice President Dan Hutton says it is remembering all lives lost.
There are 49 people who passed. One of them lived here, but that those people are not going to be forgotten.
This locally made structure called Prevail is dedicated to victims of hate crimes. Its artist, Mary Joan Hinson, says it will live behind the bench once constructed in a few years.
On one side, you can see that it is very dark, where you'll have cast iron hands coming up, reaching up for liberation, to the piece on the right to show the liberators of the hate people that have been victims of hate crimes.
The organization is also revitalizing the park by adding more trees and flowers, calling it Love Grove, to remember loved ones lost to AIDS-related illnesses.
As some of the trees are getting older, we're replacing them, but we're replacing them with trees of loved ones.
Willow Branch Park is where Jacksonville's first Gay Pride Festival was held more than 40 years ago.
So I'd hope that everybody on this 7th anniversary takes a moment to remember that there were people who were just trying to dance, and that's all they wanted to do, and they were lost doing that, and that it's important for us to remember that people who are just being themselves and just having a good time didn't deserve that.
The organization says it plans to plant even more trees and flowers and install more benches in the future. A plaque will be put on the bench in the future, but it is bolted into concrete, and the organization says it's not going anywhere. In the studio, Taylor Levesque, First Coast News on your side.